Let me tell you something. There's a secret I know about the government. Lately, it has something to do, with me and Jenny, but there's something way more, important I need to, expand on in this video. Okay, so anyway, how to twist, tongue ties, Lily. Literally, when you have, your left nut stuck in a knot, literally, I'm telling you, literally, from the homie Snot, literally, that, the guy who graffiti, Snoop Dill Double D, ego tripping. Actually, that's not the first one. Anyway, let's get on to this video. Literally, I'm going to, display, something, that you don't understand, through and through. And let's just start off, with that, there's something I couldn't say in the last video. So I'm going to, get forward, because you don't understand, not just, what people have a misconception of, but what they have a misconception of what reality of. Now, let's get into how I met Jenny. Okay, Lily. How I met Jenny was through anime, Lily. So this is a tragic story, Lily, because how she presented herself was, shy. Actually, I had the advantage, where it came, shiny jeans and wardrobe. But what she had the advantage of is advanced anime. Now, where it came to me in high school, when it came to, working hard, for anime, me and G were exactly the same. The main character combiner. There are also, could have been rumors, boomers going on the streets, but that's not good. That's never good. I'm not going to go too far into detail. But one thing she had was the long hair, the extreme details of anime. Lily, we were both using Adobe Flash. And what happened was, she challenged me because that's what, girls are. You have to understand that, a pretty girl, is protected by her family. Now, if you ask me personally, if you try to get me personally, I'm like, a pretty girl is her dad. A pretty girl literally is fucking, it's a dirt bag, a shit, that's literally thrown across the, that looks like a brown Ashton Kutcher. It's not anything to me, a pretty girl, at the time, the reason why they have standard is because of society. Because when you grow up in high school, literally, they want somebody who's responsible to take care of them. Literally, that's why, a family reinforces standard, all right? But where it came, acts of charisma, I got Jenny, but guess what? Literally, that's the reason why I had a real fucking lesson. That's why, literally, I grew up, because they told you to be advanced at a critical age of 16. Literally, not a reward, and that's why, it's so difficult, because in the real world, you have the freedom to do all this shit. Literally, so when I looked at all of them, I'm gonna, let you know, in the last video, I forgot to say, I got where, with my porn in real life. Really, wasn't it the Almighty saying, Lily, from Ozzy Osbourne's brother, after they take it slow, they do your porn in front of you. Literally, and that's why they act foreign. Literally, and that's the fucking truth, okay? Literally, because, literally, what I would do, literally, I wouldn't just take my white tits, but I would take, Alexandra's tits, literally, connected to a porn star like, Sarah Stone. Literally, this and that, literally. So, but if you're too comfortable, I would feel sorry for you. Anyway, fucking literally, I would connect them with these. If somebody already saw them in porno, literally, then it would go side by side. It would be hella funny. It's what the life goals already accomplished before I got to the hood. That's why when white people dragged them on, it was gay, okay? Literally, that was anything. That was muscular. I did that shit too. I was just like the porn stars. Okay, so, literally, and then what ended up happening was America wanted to hold the grudge. Oh, he got away with his porn, this and that. Well, guess what? You told me everything was more important. Be on something big, literally be on elaborate. And I did all this shit when I was waiting for my money. Okay, so anyway, literally, what ended up happening was Jenny ended up being one of those girls. And the main thing, literally, is that she was standing at one time, but she became garbage food eventually. You see, her literally being foreign and Filipino literally being dog food. Literally, what happened is that's why you try to get in high school when they're still a girl, because literally, when they're out, literally, they're a part of you. I'm talking to your imaginary friends, and now they're food for their autistic kid. They're food for your uncle to manipulate you. It's true. It's very fucking true, Lily. When you get a girl in high school, she's still a girl, and once she's a foreigner, they kill you. Lily, they label her to a stereotype. Lily, you don't understand. They label her invisible. They label her this, and that. They kick them out of society, Lily, and that is a part of slavery, and that's the way that they rewire the system, okay? And I'm going to. There's one more fact for this fucking video. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Uh, uh, this is so fucking foreign. Let me think. I got a big ass, brain fart for this video. Oh yeah, Lily. Okay, so Lily. So let me tell you a little bit about the ending of My Hero. What was it? So before that, let me tell you about the beginning of Alpha Omega. Lily with Ichiro Oda, Lily the creator of One Piece. After my anime was confirmed, after my mom Lily was out, Lily, and I was the hot shit on the streets with fortresses and gothic vampires. Right? Oda went to jail. The creator of One Piece went to jail. And he just informed on Instagram. But I still had to admit, why? Because I put some hyphy, some Indian music into it. The main point of why I love Oda is Oda went to jail on purpose, Ichiro Oda went to jail literally to make fun of my situation. Oh, you want to hold him against his black Lily? You want to hold him against the fact that he's African American, not make his anime? Lily, I'm not going to jail on purpose. I want to grab a girl. I want to do this and that. Lily, he was so fucking crazy. Lily, I'm sorry I didn't make ending to this video after one fucking warning. You don't understand. But Oda went to jail. Luffy went to jail, Lily. The first week I was at Alpha Omega, Lily, on purpose, just like Kishimoto. Just to prove a point that Lily, if you gotta make life a criminal in jail, that's why you go, Lily. And life is more than what you think it is, Lily. It's way more than fucking jail. That's why jail fucking sucks. Jail is confinement and life is open. And people don't fucking view it like that. So let's talk about this. So the last episode of My Hero Academia, I went to a party, a family party, and this is why the LCs are so fucking bad, because what they do, Lily, is they load you up for status. But I also taught everybody how to be a blooded day before I got caught with the moon and everything. Mepedian. So before I got caught, with the moon, what ended up happening was, I went to this, a fine ass party, and that was the best of fucking party. And the thing that I was trying to, explain to the LCs is that, we fucking, Indians wearing the same thing. She's wearing black. Lily, she's wearing, her fucking bad out, like fucking Yumi. Fucking Lily, she's doing the same thing. I'm the one who's wearing a fit. I'm the one who has more detail. That's why you're fucking stupid. Lily, it's 2 times, Lily, this happened when I was wearing a fit. Lily, so I was the best of the fucking party. Lily, I drank 2 shots, 2 big, glasses of vodka, more than I should have, Lily, all the way to the point where I got eczema cut, Lily, on my finger, Lily. And so what ended up happening was, it was the last episode of My Hero, lackluster, a dialogue and action. It's the worst episode of My Hero. When I think about it, now that I'm a mature adult, Lily, now that I expanded my mind, I don't care. But what ended up happening was, I was focused on everything. Oh, there's no way, this, and that. I was on it, 26, 27, Lily, the guy who projected anime, Lily, at the Warrior Stadium at big screen, doing acrobatics and front flips. Lily, you drove me to your lifestyle because you stood up for Uri Booty to white people who were so fucking nasty to a point where I get God blood, and I became high. Lily, my life became this. Oh, Lily, it blew itself up. I became a lazy person. You know why? Because you didn't validate the studio for so long. But, I figured out that everybody that was, validating me was a foreigner, that their families were in debt, and that they were cheating. Okay? Lily, that's always a struggle with you and your uncle. That's why he's your uncle. That's why you tap out. Okay? So, let me tell you something. Literally, what ended up happening as it kept going, literally, is that Chris got the full Chris Brown. Literally, saying after I had, relations with the cosmic community in My Hero Academia, after I kept up with every fucking episode, after I knew what happened in the manga, after I did this, and that, literally, he said out of nowhere, after working, literally, doing literally a freestyle, saying, the journey, this, and that, and he, did blow himself up, but blew himself up at the same time, and I wasn't mad. Literally, you know why? Because I was focused on multiple things. It's humanly impossible, like the subconscious that you deny in the video, it's humanly impossible after that fucking party to be literally on point like how you were at 26 and 27, okay? So Chris got it literally, and it was the last episode, but guess what happened right afterwards? I recognized that episode had no action, I didn't do this and that, and then I got further to say, yes, it hurt a little bit, literally a tiny bit, only because literally he did at the right time. Guess what I did? I'm the one who's recognized that I was in fit. I'm the one who recognized this, and that. So what ended up happening was, I was like, who's the one who grabbed, 300 bitches at convention? Who's the one who kept up on every single My Hero episode? I became more sane, literally, because literally I stopped it from being dragged on. And then, One Piece literally ended after they said that My Hero Academia was continuing, so I'm like, no, let's fucking forget it. Just really, really fucking forget it. He already said, it already happened. But the craziest thing is, after I took that hit, from Indy, everything went into place. Literally, I got the Snoop Dogg, you fucking fought against Snoop Dogg, literally, I got none of my quality, to a point where literally it doesn't exist, okay? So to make up your mind, because literally that was one of my favorite animes, literally that was side by side, and because it wasn't Naruto, I couldn't be bitching. So you have to recognize, when the statement you had is the statement you had, so you have to escape your safe time in order, to stay sane. And that's all Mutrix has to say for this video.